So one of the most popular questions I get asked when it comes to starting your online store is what niche or what product do I start with? There are so many products, there are so many things in the world that you can sell, and sometimes it can be confusing to choose which one. So in this video, we're going to talk about 7 ways that you can basically nail down the right niche for your e-commerce store. Let's dive into it. And if we haven't met, my name is Carrie. What's going on? I am an e-commerce and a product business coach and mentor, and I help people like you start or grow your dream e-commerce business. Let's dive into it. So the first thing is, can you identify a passion, a hobby, or an interest that people like? So ideally it's something that you like. If it's gonna be your business, you're gonna have to talk about your product a lot. So to save you time and energy and pain, choose something that you like to talk about. You know, what is a hobby, one of your interests that you could first in the foreseeable future see yourself talking about pretty often. But hobbies are really a great way to get started, because hobbies are things that people like to do for fun. And when people like to do things for fun, they're willing to spend more money on doing those things. So choose a hobby, find a product that solves a pain point within that hobby, and you can kind of get started. So for example, one of the business ideas that I've had over the last year is an idea that stemmed from me discovering that I love to kayak. I love kayaking, I love paddleboarding, and I found that when I was doing these activities, I really wanted to take my phone out and take pictures. So where I live in Washington, you know, you can be on a paddleboard and you can literally see seals. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to see the seals. I want to take a picture of them. And either the phone carrier that my phone was in was really, really hard to get my phone out quickly. So right there is a product idea. You could basically create or find a manufacturer that makes waterproof phone cases that hang on a tag, and you can wear them when you are kayaking or paddleboarding. So just to give you an idea, but literally, what are things that people like to do in their spare time for fun? Find a product that fits in with that, and that is going to be a winning product. Okay, number 2 is just to spend some time researching. So you can't just pull a product out of thin air and get started. You want to research the topic. You want to look at, like, are there trends? Who's in the, like, what kind of competitors do you have? You want to do all those kind of things to make sure that it's the right product for you. And the best thing I can advise you to do is spend some time doing market research. So who are my competitors? What kind of price points are they selling their products at? Do I feel like there's an opportunity? Are there things that my competitors are doing that customers don't like? So read all the reviews. Reviews on products will tell you everything that you ever need to know about what customers like, what they don't like, and where you could fit in an opportunity for your business. So do your research here. It will always pay off. The third thing you want to do, and this kind of ties into the second thing, is just doing market research, is kind of making sure that there's demand for the product. So while there are a lot of tools that you can use, my favorite is ubersuggest.com. It's an SEO tool. You want to kind of do some digging and just make sure that this is a product that people actually want to buy. So say again, I want to create a product for paddleboarding or kayaking, and I have this great idea. I love it so much, but like, it's not a product that people are searching for. It's not a product that people actually want to buy. And you can do this by a few things. One, you can look on Google, type in a search term and just kind of see what kind of articles pop up. 2, you can use an SEO tool. So ubersuggest.com, you can plug that in and you can look at the amount of searches per month that people are doing for that product. You can also look at things like Pinterest or Google Trends and just kind of get an idea, or Trend Hunter, and just get an idea of, is this something that people are actively searching for? If people are not looking for this product, if people are not searching for that product, it might not be the best product for you to do. So you want to at least do your due diligence here and do some digging. Okay, so the number 5 thing on the list of 7 things you can do to find the right niche for your product is to really identify what your unique value proposition or what your unique selling points are. So this might feel like it's very hard for you because there's so many people that sell every kind of product, but we ideally want to find something that makes our product different than our competitors. It could be price point, it could be quality, It could be a feature with the product. It could be just how you're marketing it in general. Like you're marketing to this type of person. Let's look at a paddleboard, for example. So we can look at Maddle paddleboards. They are a beautiful brand, one of my absolute favorite product brands based in Montreal, Canada, and their whole vibe of their paddleboard is like bright, colorful, dreamy. It's for like the adventurer. It's for like the dog mom who wants to take her dog on an adventure in lakes in Canada, and it's an amazing brand. There's so many paddleboards out there in the world, but as a consumer, when I was looking for a paddleboard and I found them online, I instantly felt attracted to that brand. I felt attracted to the branding, not so much the actual product, but more of how they market the product. So if you have a product that is very highly saturated, you could always look at, well, I'm gonna market this in a very different way so I attract a different type of person. But you have to figure out what you can do differently, because if you're trying to sell your cell phone case that looks identical to every other person online, it's gonna be really hard for you to stand out. The next thing you wanna look at is just like the possibility of profit. So again, looking at how much suppliers are charging for these products. Look at different suppliers. You can look at Alibaba, you can look at drop shipping, you can look at other manufacturers of where to get the product, but you want to kind of look at what's the possibility for profit? What's the possibility for profit margin that I can actually make this a profitable business and not a hobby? So it's really important just to do a little bit of digging into pricing and what the market will pay for a product. You can always charge higher than what the market pays if you have more of a high-end quality or high-end branding or that kind of thing, but you want to kind of get an idea of profit. And then once you kind of dig into all these different things, you want to look at, okay, how can I get a sample? You want to kind of get a sample. You want to validate your idea with your target customer. So you have to kind of know who you're going to be targeting in this process. And then you want to find your ideal customer, get a sample of the product, and just kind of see, is this actually something that you would buy? Would you pay X amount of money for this product? And just get some feedback and testing with your product. Make sure the product works well. And that's how you kind of get started. I have a lot of videos here that walk you through, once you have your product, how do you launch your online store? So be sure to check those videos out. And then I do have a couple of free resources for you that walk you through how to launch a Shopify store and a checklist for the back end of a Shopify store and how to launch an e-commerce business. So I have a bunch of tools for you. You can grab those in the show notes below. If you've not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe and tap the like button. And if you have any questions or want me to do a specific video, then let me know in the comments. Bye guys.